The unseen forces. Chidike and I sat in the quiet of our living room, our hands intertwined, the calm after the storm settling over us like a blanket. The curse had been broken, and the spirit, the dark force that had tried to tear us apart, was gone. We had fought hard, together. But as I looked into his eyes, a lingering unease stirred in my heart. The victory felt hollow, like a puzzle missing a key piece. There was something else at play. Something we hadn't yet uncovered. A new threat. The first sign that things weren't quite over came a few days later. We had just finished dinner when the lights flickered. At first, it was subtle, a brief dimming, like the power was struggling. Then, the lights went out completely, plunging the room into darkness. I gasped, reaching for Chidike's hand. "What's going on?" Chidike's face was tense, his jaw clenched. "I don't know. This doesn't feel like a regular power outage." We both stood up, the darkness around us thick with the feeling that something was lurking just beyond the shadows. Then, the air grew thick with that unmistakable energy, the kind I had felt the night my spiritual husband came for me. Suddenly, the door slammed open with a force that rattled the windows. I screamed. But it wasn't a spirit this time, it was a figure, stepping into our home with an eerie grace. Who are you?" Chidike demanded, his voice trembling slightly. The figure stepped forward, and the dim light revealed him, a tall man, dressed in an ancient black robe, his eyes hidden beneath the shadow of a hood. He had an air of power about him, a dangerous calm. "I am the one who has come to correct what you have done," the man said, his voice smooth, but cold. "Correct what?" I asked, my voice shaking with fear. "You have broken the cycle," the man replied, his gaze turning to me. "You two were never meant to be together. The balance has been disturbed. Now, the consequences must be paid." I frowned, confused. "What do you mean?" "We've broken the curse. The spirit is gone." The man's lips curled into a cold smile. "The curse was only one layer of the darkness that surrounds you. There are those who oversee the realm of spirits, those who make sure that mortals like you know their place. You are not allowed to defy the natural order." His words sank into me, the dread growing stronger. "Who are you?" "I am a member of the Council of the Forgotten, a group that enforces the ancient laws of the spirit world. Your bond is forbidden." Chidike stepped forward, his fist clenched. "What do you want from us?" The man's eyes glowed red, and for a moment, I saw something ancient and terrifying behind his gaze. "You will pay for your defiance. All debts must be repaid." Suddenly, the ground trembled beneath our feet, and I felt a dark force wrapping itself around me. My vision blurred, and I stumbled, clutching onto Chidike for support. "Amara!" Chidike shouted. The man smiled, watching us both struggle. "You are not the only ones who have been marked, Amarachi. Your bloodline has a deep connection to the spirit world. It is only a matter of time before the forces that govern it come to claim you." A secret revealed. As the man spoke, I felt something stir inside me, something odd, something powerful. And suddenly, the realization hit me like a lightning bolt. Chidike wasn't the only one with a legacy tied to the spirit world. My own family, my bloodline, held dark secrets of its own. Chidike had been the protector of his family, but I had been the key. The man's words echoed in my mind. "Your bloodline is marked by the covenant of the ancients, a pact made long ago between your ancestors and the spirits. You are the bridge between the mortal and spirit worlds. And you have disrupted the balance. Now, the Council of the Forgotten will make sure that your interference is punished." I felt my knees go weak as the weight of his words crashed down on me. My past had caught up to me in a way I could never have imagined. Chidike's grip tightened on my arm. Amara, what is he talking about? I don't know, I whispered, my voice trembling. I never knew. I never knew my family had this connection. My grandmother used to tell me stories, but I thought they were just myths. The man's smile grew wider. It's too late for myths now, child. You will pay the price for your ignorance. The dark offer. As if sensing our growing fear, the man raised a hand, and the air thickened around us. Shadows gathered at the edges of the room, flickering like flames in the wind. I can give you a choice, the man said. You can surrender yourselves to the council, accept the punishment, and allow us to erase your existence from the mortal realm. Or, he paused, eyes glinting. Or, you can make a deal with me. A deal that will spare your lives, but one that will change your fate forever. I felt Chidike's body tense beside me. What kind of deal? He asked, his voice low and wary. The covenant offers power, power beyond your wildest dreams. The ability to control the forces of the spirit realm, to shape your future as you see fit. But in return, you must give up your souls. You will be bound to the council forever, servants to their will. Chidike and I exchanged a glance, uncertainty and fear etched on both our faces. Was this really our only option? Think carefully, the man continued. Accept the deal, and you will have the power to protect yourselves. Refuse, and you will face a fate worse than death. The choice. My heart raced as the man's words lingered in the air. Chidike squeezed my hand tightly, and I could feel his hesitation. We had just fought for our love, and now, it seemed like we were being asked to give it up, or worse. I thought about what I wanted for us: freedom, love, peace. But at what cost? I will never give up my soul, I said, my voice steady. Not for power. Not for anything. The man's smile faltered for a moment, then twisted into something darker. Then you will both suffer, until you learn to regret your decision. Before I could respond, the shadows surged forward, wrapping around us like chains. The room spun, and I felt the darkness pull me into its depths. To be continued.